Good morning and welcome to Friday Mornings with Carol and Jillian. Hi.
Hi, how
Carol.
are you?
Oh, hello, Carol.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. So what has happened in your week there, Miss Lovely?
Well, I have been planning my table and thoughts for Thanksgiving. It's coming up really soon for us. And one of the things I wanted to share with you is that you can do some innovative things. You don't have to buy all new for Thanksgiving. Currently, I have a animal print scarf. I don't know if Jill can turn it or not, on my table with little doves and flowers right now. And I'm going to add some persimmons and apples to that.
I love
and
apples.
an apple and an orange to each plate for the kids that love those.
How about those little things you stick in? They're like pointy and hard. And then you stick them in apples or you stick them in oranges.
Cloves. Yeah, they make the house smell good.
Those things.
At any rate, I am planning our Thanksgiving dinner a little different. I'm not buying a turkey.
Oh, so are you buying a ham?
Well, actually, no. And I wanted to tell this story because it is a story about changes in our life.
Oh.
And after my husband passed away, I went to a grief workshop. And one of the things the counselor said is talk to your family. Is Thanksgiving the traditional turkey, stuffing, whatever? Is that what makes you happy and what you want to do? Or do you want to do something different? And we've decided that every year we do something different. We talk about it. And this year, the little kids, Tyler raised his hand and wants asparagus. Go figure. And
Tell them how old Tyler is.
Tyler's 6 years old.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And Aubrey wants hamburgers and fruit salad. And Aaron wants lemon bars, which one of these days we're really going to get it right and they're going to taste like my mother's lemon bars.
Well, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You all have something
We
special.
all have something that we want.
So what do you like?
I'm also going to make twice baked potatoes.
Oh,
That's what my mother made me for years and years and years. So our family and our things are changing, but we are going to have a table that will be decorated pretty, but love and joy will be there. And you know, I think that it's important to kind of talk about that, and traditions change and our lives change, and it's okay to make changes and enjoy and celebrate. And if somebody doesn't get it, it really doesn't matter because you're going to enjoy that time with your family.
Yeah. Well, it's about your family. It's
Right.
not about anybody else.
Right. And you've had some experiences that you kind of wanted to share about Thanksgivings and holidays and changes in your life as well.
Yeah. One very significant part of Thanksgiving for me was I've been divorced for about 9 years now. And so there's a lot of people watching this that have gone through something like that, or for sure know somebody who has gone through something like that. So just to share what that means, the last two Thanksgivings, I'll be honest, I was home alone. And I did that for my children's sake because the kids, on my ex-husband's side, they have lots of little kids, and my kids love to be with their family.
Right.
And I always felt like I did that for them.
That was your gift.
That was important. That was my gift. That was how I served. You know what I mean? As a mother.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And never felt, angry or anything like that because they were happy, and that's what was important to me. So Thanksgiving was one of those days where, like last year, I drove around, I made myself a little fun, who knows what, but I actually rested, which I rarely do, and most people who know me are like, wow, she rested, she laid down. Yeah, so I did that. So Thanksgiving is kind of this year, obviously, with my new significant other, and my family is going to be coming to his home, and we are going to be he bought a 23-pound turkey and a ham, and we're going all out.
Yeah, so that's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to mention that because everybody's life doesn't look like a Dickens poster, and that if you find joy with the people, or, you know, if perhaps you're alone that day, find a way to make it a gift to yourself as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's important because if we're living lives that are open and transparent, very few lives look like the cover of a magazine, or
mine doesn't.
Nobody's really does, and that's kind of part of what we're talking about.
What's one of your favorite memories from Thanksgiving, Carol?
My favorite memories from Thanksgiving are my mother creating, which is, all of this is very passed on to me. She would create little marzipan flowers, and you're talking about things with cloves in them, little fruits, and decorate the table, and make twice baked potatoes. She never made gravy. I don't know why. I guess
Are you kidding me?
No, she never made gravy. That
Who
was
doesn't
my
make
Thanksgiving memory.
gravy?
And we pulled the table out to the living room because we had a little tiny kitchen, and that was like a big deal to have the table in the living room for the and football was on. You know, I mean that was a kind of a given. So
yeah.
But I have some other fun tips too.
Well,
you haven't told yours yet. Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I mean, all right, just
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, okay. Friday mornings with Carol.
Yeah. And Jillian.
I'm having fun. So anyway, no, one of my favorite, and it's funny, I think about it every single year.
Really?
It's crazy. So if I start crying, who cares? It was one of our, my ex-husband and I's first Thanksgiving with Lexi around, and our firstborn. She was 19 now. And it was fun because I had started collecting these snow villages, and we had just built a new home, and up in the countertops or whatever, I had just that day, put those snow villages up and the Christmas tree. And I remember we were heading for church that night, and she was in her little car seat. I had bought her a cute little new pink bonnet, and her dad loved to just swaddle her to keep her warm.
Yeah.
And she's in that car seat. And I remember thinking, yeah, this is what family's all about. We're a family, the three of us. And of course, Rowdy came around later, but I'll just never forget that feeling of standing in my kitchen looking at her and thinking, this is what being thankful is all about.
That's a very sweet memory.
So that's
a very sweet
that's
memory.
a memory. It's just a picture that actually even throughout the year sometimes it just captures me.
And captures. Yeah. And Thanksgiving, and there will be a tear along the way because a tear and a joy. Yeah. That's what it's about. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's part of, sometimes I said to Jill, no, I can't say that because I'll cry.
Yeah.
But today we might.
Yeah.
But that's okay because that's why we're friends.
Yeah. Yeah. We're real.
We're real about it all.
We are very real.
So at any rate, now I'm going to, what a segue this is.
Well, go get your Kleenex now.
Yeah, go get your Kleenex. Yeah. Come back. And then we're going to talk about how we're going to make our eyes beautiful for the holiday. I did want to share this little makeup that I just purchased. Around the holiday, they will have, it's Too Faced eyeshadow.
Everything we believe in, Too Faced.
Yeah, really, whatever.
Right?
But the colors are so pretty. And the nice thing is, it's eyeshadow, highlighter, and blush, all in a little thing if you travel or put it in your bathroom. It doesn't take up much room, and it's not like all those colors get lost. So,
they're
and
cool
it's
colors.
great. They're pretty. They're really pretty sheer colors. So that's my little tip for the day. And you had a design tip you wanted to share.
Oh, yes. I have a design tip. I mean, it's pretty wild. Get your pen and paper out, right?
For this one.
No, this is kind of fun because I think, and a lot of people probably already know this, but I have been working with a lot of customers in the last couple of weeks who they're worried about adding color. I think that's a good word.
Yeah.
So in my design world of 18 years, I have always felt like red, black, and turquoise
Can't go wrong
are
with
the
those.
three universal colors. And I just think you can't go wrong with them. Now, Carol has a tip for you, what she thinks her little universal design tip is, which I kind of giggle about because I agree with it, actually.
Actually, it's animal print. Animal print goes with nothing, so it matches everything. However, a little bit of it, like in this case, I have a scarf, or in my office, my office chair is animal print. Not that the whole room be that, but sometimes mixing it up and having one print, or in this case, an animal print, adds a little drama to the room, which I'm all about the drama, so it kind of works.
Well, I have to just tell a quick story.
What?
One of my very traditional customers, and I think a few of my other traditional customers, this is why they hire me, but in her bedroom, I mean, we're doing all this dark, very traditional wood, even like with a Queen Anne leg. And I said to this lady, I said, hey, you know what we're going to do? We are going to put a leopard print rug under the bed. And she looks at me, she says, why would we do that? I said, to spice things up in the bedroom. And she's like, oh, Jill, let's do that. So, and then she's older, so it was so much fun. So we're having one specially made, and we're going to surprise her husband.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, all hot in the bedroom. Anyway, all right. Next thing.
On to the next topic.
Yes.
I need to turn this on here quick. But one of the things that through my life and through my husband's 10-year cancer journey, he was a man of great faith, and he was for sure the faith leader in our home.
Sure.
But he also read and listened to a lot of tapes as meditation and so on. And Dr. Wayne Dyer was a huge part of that. And we listened to those tapes over and over and over again. And they were a touchstone in my life, and I know in his, and what he shared with other people. And I've told you last week that I was helping my son clean and stage his house and so on.
Yeah.
And I profoundly was touched by the fact that I was able to serve him and help him.
Aww.
When he, for the last 10 years, spent many, many times helping us when things that were inconvenient for him, not great after our basement flooded after rain, and taking care of carpet and many, many, many other things, and being the leader in our family.
Yeah.
When Larry got too sick to do that. And Wayne Dyer, How May I Serve, comes to mind. And I think it's a good thing. It's not like one of those words that it's like the cool thing to say. It's very heartfelt, and I think anybody knows Wayne Dyer would express that his life was lived that way. And
I think in our friendship too, I'm just because we're together, but I think that we've done a really good job of serving each other.
Right, and helping each other through the tough times and the joyous times.
Yeah.
And if you would like to Google, if you just Google How May I Serve Dr. Wayne Dyer, this will come up. And I would love for you to read it. I think it would be a wonderful meditation.
Yeah.
But he says, how may I serve? Asking this question can turn your life around. Thinking of others first, reaching out to them despite how it may inconvenience you, causes you to feel joy. This gift of feeling good or feeling God within comes from serving and surrendering rather than asking and demanding.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a lovely thought for our Thanksgiving season and entering into the holidays and entering into it in a heartfelt way and kind of letting go maybe of some of the Madison Avenue standards that have been put on these holidays. And I think that was service to me, maybe means a little bit something different to me this year than it did in years past.
Yeah.
So that's...
And serving to me is something different. And as I read this short paragraph here, there's some truth that I'd like to explain how I feel about it. It says, when you shift to compassion, all blame disappears. So no matter what you may want for yourself, discover how you can want it more for someone else. And then make that shift. So what that means to me is friendships have always been important to me. And I just feel so passionate about giving away yourself and thinking about that other person, their dreams, their wants and needs. And sometimes I think in my life, I've wronged people, people have wronged me, but there's been people who have looked at me and said, how could you be so forgiving? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what? Because it's not about me. Life isn't about
when you move beyond yourself.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It is about seeing and loving that other person.
That's true.
So how may I serve? Well, I'm going to serve you by, if you hurt me or if something happened, you know what I mean? Or if you're just my friend, I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to forgive you, and we're going to move along.
Right, and you're also going to tell the truth.
And we're going to tell that's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Yes.
So in that contemplative moment, compassion will eradicate finger pointing, and you'll begin to think like God thinks, serving, offering, giving, and loving freely. And I think loving freely
is really a gift.
Is probably the one gift you can give somebody that is so unique and special.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. So,
and this is maybe a little more serious topic, if you will. Yeah. But I think it's okay to laugh, to cry, and to show makeup and tears, and a very serious topic of compassion and service. But we hope that you know that this, absolutely every word comes from our heart, and that our families and our friends that look forward to this, as one of my friends told me, is something she enjoys on Friday night, that I hope you will enjoy it and know that these two friends sitting here want to join in your authentic journey in your life. And we hope you have a lovely week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.